Now, it's a wonderful way to wrap up the month of March as we celebrate the Eid and, of course, the last day. Good morning and welcome to the news on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. The president has urged all Nigerians to embrace the spirit of Eid-el-Fitr by demonstrating greater love and compassion, particularly toward the vulnerable, and extending acts of charity to all. He said this after the Eid-el-Fitr prayers marking the end of Ramadan at the Abuja National Eid Prayer Ground. The president urged Nigerians not to return to the old and unacceptable paths, but to remain steadfast in practicing the righteous virtues they had learned during Ramadan. In his sermon, the Chief Imam of the National Mosque, Abuja, Dr. Abdulkadir Salman Sholagberu, maintained the need for Muslims to continue in the spirit of Ramadan. Some ministers also encouraged Nigerians to keep hope alive.
We should give thanks to Almighty Allah. We saw the beginning, we started together, and we are ending together in good health and in happiness, in prayers for our country, for all our people. We should continue the good deed as taught by the holy month of Ramadan. Care for the vulnerable, the orphans, the less privileged, everything that we have observed. We should not revert to the path that is not acceptable with the teaching of this month.
Vice President Kashim Shettima extended birthday wishes to the president on his birthday. Vice President Shettima described President Tinubu as a visionary whose unwavering commitment to Nigeria's progress continues to inspire everyone. He said the commitment and passion with which the president pilots the affairs of the nation through challenges demonstrates the depth of his experience and the clarity of his vision. He said the president's economic reforms have salvaged the nation and the benefits are now manifest for all to see, bringing renewed hope and prosperity to Nigerians. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Adeolu Egbetokun, has facilitated with the Muslim Ummah on the joyous occasion of Eid-el-Fitr, marking the successful completion of the holy month of Ramadan. He acknowledged the spiritual significance of this period, urging all Nigerians to sustain the virtues of self-discipline and compassion fostered during Ramadan. He also directed security deployments across the country to ensure a peaceful celebration. He asked Nigerians to remain law-abiding and celebrate in an atmosphere of peace, calling on the public to remain vigilant and report any suspicious activities to the nearest security agency. Then on to some sporting updates. Manchester City kept their trophy hopes for this season alive by coming from behind at Bournemouth to set up an FA Cup semi-final against Nottingham Forest. Evan Nilsson's scrambled 21st minute finish put the Cherries ahead at half-time, but Guardiola worked his magic at the break by setting on Nico O'Reilly, and 4 minutes into the second half, the 20-year-old operating at left back created the equalizer with a perfect cross for Haaland to turn in at the far post. Another change allowed City to go ahead after 63 minutes. O'Reilly played in Omar Mamouche and the Egypt attacker strike crept under Kepa Arrizabalaga.
Semenyo, but he hasn't got a hold of it. O'Reilly has. Beautifully done for Mamouche! That's quite the entrance! Clear your lines. Once you go to ground, you can't get up quick enough. O'Reilly does remarkably well to get to the ball.
Now elsewhere, Marcus Rashford broke his 4-month scoring drought to send Aston Villa into the FA Cup semi-finals with victory over Preston at Deepdale. Rashford found the target when he tapped home Lucas's 58-minute cutback. 5 minutes later, Rashford kept his nerve to send David Connell the wrong way with his penalty. Villa tightened their grip and Jacob Ramsey smashed in a third from the edge of the area 19 minutes from time as Villa reached the last four for the first time in a decade.
The goals are back. Lots of their treadmill to exercise on. if they've got any players left. There's Ramsey, and it's a good drive from Ramsey, and it's a really good finish as well.
And now for the semi-final fixtures, Nottingham Forest will take on Manchester City at Wembley Stadium. And of course, Aston Villa are drawn against Crystal Palace. Now, aside from the 2023 winners, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest are the most recent FA Cup victors left, while Palace are bidding to win their maiden FA Cup. The semi-finals will take place on the weekend of Saturday, 26th of April. Now, RB Leipzig have sacked head coach Marco Rose after their 1-0 Bundesliga defeat by Borussia Mönchengladbach and appointed Zolt Low as interim boss. Rose departs after 2.5 years with Leipzig, who was 6th in the Bundesliga table. Low, who worked as Thomas Tuchel's assistant manager at Chelsea, Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain, replaces Rose until the end of the season. Leipzig have won 3 of their past 11 Bundesliga games, but are only 3 points below the Champions League qualification places with 7 matches remaining. They also play in the semi-finals of the German Cup on Wednesday against Stuttgart. That's it on Sports Update and of course the news for now. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're getting the show started.